Hello, citizens of YouTube. This is the Geeky Nerd here, and today we're going to be talking about the Geissele SSA-E and why I think it is the best trigger you can buy for the money, hands down, all around. Before I begin, though, I'd like to say a big thank you out to everyone who's liked, commented, and subscribed on the previous videos. I always appreciate it and always enjoy talking to you guys. But if you're new to the channel, welcome. And if you enjoyed this video, enjoy this type of content, please consider liking, commenting, and or subscribing. Whew, with the PR out the way, let's get into it. So this video is a small video as part of a larger series of making the ultimate AR-15 build, basically where I go through every single individual part, do a review on it, and at the very end I'm showing the complete build of it. And where there's no expenses spared, but also no money wasted either. So please check out the rest of the channel for those videos. But again, today we're specifically talking about the Geissele SSA-E. Now, this is what I like to consider probably the best trigger you could buy. And a couple of reasons for that. One, SOP mod certified. Joking, kind of not joking, right? So the trigger, just getting it out of the package here and getting some of the details. It does come with like a little bit of oil for you, one of their go juice. It does come with a little pin there as well, basically a slave pin, so that way you can drive it through. Just that way you kind of keep a constant tension on it. But here is the trigger. So why is this the best trigger? Well, this usually goes directly up against the LaRue MBT. I know they go for the, people usually say the SSA and the LaRue MBT2S are kind of more fair comparison. I think these two are more fair comparison now, because the MSRP, while usually around $220-ish for these, you can almost always find this particular trigger for around $150, give or take, and the MBT is around $1. So, for extra $50, what are you getting, right? And looking at the trigger here, so it is forged, so as opposed to just being, cast and machined and milled out, so technically should be stronger, right? So just by how it aligns the crystalline structure, but the break on a Geissele is like nothing else, right? They are known for the triggers, and they're known for a good reason. And part of the reason why you can see there is on all the faces are essentially have been like micro polished, right? So really smooth down every single little mating surface that is on here to make it to where you have no grit, very clean trigger, and just overall the geometry on these is also exacting and precise. So they use what's called a wire EDM machine, which basically plunges this in a bath of water, and then it has a wire that runs through that gets a current sent through it that essentially cuts through the metal with like precise accuracy, more than you ever can get with milling. And so what you have there is perfect geometry across the board, as well as very clean mating surfaces. You can see there. Now there is the other trigger that is the G2G, which people will argue is the same as the SSAE or SSA, and people say the big difference is just the markings here, right? I think it's close, but again, there's nothing like the original. Also, you don't have the little Geissele G on the trigger, right, to flex on the pores. But again, yeah, just looking at it here, getting some macro shots of it. The shoe is very nice. You can see it does have some surface, just some surface imperfections, I guess you'd say, but it is very smooth in the finger, right? So it's very nice, very rounded, doesn't have any sharp edges, very nice profile overall. You can see that casting there, from where they basically fuse the two halves into one. Again, you see the engagement surfaces, and basically, again, once it engages here, like the finish is just, it makes it perfectly just slide off. I mean, you really cannot replicate a Geissele trigger like that. And on the channel I do have a review on kind of this directly against the MBT, but this is going in the ultimate AR build. And again, I haven't felt another trigger like it, but let me know what you guys think down in the comments. If you guys like the SSAE here, or if you guys think it is overkill, underkill, underwhelming. If there's better triggers out there, triggers are such a subjective matter. But let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear it. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider liking, commenting, and or subscribing. Hope everyone's having a wonderful, awesome, fantastic day, and I'll catch you guys next time. See you guys.